Hello everyone, how's it going? In this video, we're going to see how we can make progress bars in Python. I'm using PyCharm and we're going to be installing this library called tqdm. So we do pip install, and I'm doing it in the terminal so it can install it for our project. And the project is running on a virtual environment. Pip install tqdm. So we just do that and press enter. It installs the library for us. In my case, it's already installed, but it will take a few seconds for you to install and you'll be ready to go. Now come down in the Python application. Let me minimize this. Let me maximize the font for you. Now let's start writing the code. So we say import tqdm, or from tqdm import tqdm. Now this is the library which we are going to be using. Now we want to show a progress bar which is going to take a value from 0 to maybe 1000, and let's show that on the terminal. Let's show that as a progress bar. So we say for I in tqdm range maybe 1000. So we're going to take the value from 0 to 1000 and we say okay, just show it to me, and that tqdm should take care of it for us. Let's press play and you can see there is a bar or progress bar that shows 100%. Now you can see that it was very fast and we did not even see the progress bar load. Now what to do in order for us to load? So this is something which is very helpful if you're doing machine learning applications where you don't know the amount of frames, the amount of videos, or the amount of the large file data set that you're working with. And this progress bar can help you understand where is the machine learning algorithm in terms of its training cycle. So let's come down here. We'll say import time. This is just to buy us some time while we are doing this progress bar. We're trying to reflect time as something like a machine learning activity where the image or the video is going to be taking some time to load and process, and this time function is just going to mimic that for us. So we say time dot sleep and we'll say 0.3, and let's see how this affects. I'm going to play this, and now you can see that there is a progress bar which is coming up. It is a little bit of slow, but that shows how the progress bar is working. Now let's come back here. Let's decrease the time. Let's play that again, and you can see that it's moving a little bit faster. So that shows you where the program is running. Now there are a few modifications that we can do with the simple progress bar. Now in this case, it just shows 35% for us. Now I could say number of image processed. So we say description or DSC equal to images processed. We'll write a simple word and we'll say images processed, and let's run that again. And here now it shows images processed, and the number of images processed is going to be so and so. And here in this case I took 1000. Instead of 1000, you can put down the number of images or that are present inside the video, so number of frames that are available, the number of data cycles, the number of data frames in a pandas cycle. So everything that you can use, you can just change those values and use the progress bar accordingly. Now we can do another thing where instead of we can remove the description. It's too big of a file for us. Now instead of description, we want to say now this is a simple progress bar which has simple lines, and instead of that we want to put some $sign. So we say ASCII, and ASCII equal to, initially it will be this, maybe a star for a password, and then it converts into a $sign. And let's do that and see what kind of an output we get. So here we can see that initially it's all stars, and slowly but surely it's converting into a $sign. So that's how the progress bar is showing. So you can do quite a bit of modifications here. Now in this case, this progress bar is very small. It's just confined into the small region, and we can increase that size by just saying ncalls equal to 100. Maybe that's the size, and that's going to be the width for us. Let's run this back again. Now you can see that now the progress bar is bigger. So we can do many modifications with this. Now this is just simple run application in a for loop. Now what if you were doing some more complex applications where you're running through different functions and you want to update the value based on how your function is performing? So for that purpose, we'll do it in a different fashion. We'll say progress bar or p bar will initialize the progress bar as tqdm and we'll say the total number of or the value of this tqdm should be maybe 100, so signifying 100%. And we have a function which is going on in a more complex way. We'll say for I in range maybe 10. Okay, so we have another function going on, and in that, let's call it sleep function to buy us some time. We'll say 0.03 or 0.3, whatever it is. And then at that instant, whenever the task is done, we will say the progress bar to update yourself, whatever value or however you have done the problem or how much ever you have solved. Let's update it by 10 values. So that's my cycle. I'm going to have some 10 images. So every time one image or one sleep cycle is done, it should update the progress bar by 10%. And we come back here and we just close once the whole cycle is done, we just close the progress bar. If you don't close it, then we'll run into issues. So just close the progress bar and let's play this. So you can see that it went out very fast, and let me reduce this time cycle by 3. And you can see that it's counting every 10%. Every time a sleep cycle has gone through, it causes it. So those are some cool things that we can use the progress bar. Like I said, it depends on what kind of an application you're doing, especially for something where it's complex and you want to track the progress of your project. This is very helpful. So with that, take care, stay safe, bye-bye.